welcome to Q&A with the Hombre, Nooner edition, and glad you could be here for a Nooner with me. You guys, if you missed it last night, we had a really great live stream on the Hombre Cave. Amazing stuff, a lot of fun. So make sure you, if you're not already subscribed and checking out those live streams, check them out. We had a lot of fun. A lot of good people. We had good conversation, good questions. We talked about the aging stuff. I tasted through all the aging projects and stuff and gave notes on them for their week, 1 week review. So make sure you check those out. I was really impressed. So I think some of you guys would really like what the results that we're getting so far. This week we've got the Agave Blanco, which has just arrived in the Hombre Cave last weekend. Just arrived. So I will be doing a review of this here coming up, probably today or tomorrow, and get it posted to the channel. I've got some other stuff coming in too, which make sure you subscribe to the Hombre Cave, and I'll post what that is when they show up. And we got all kinds of cool things going on. Giving away like full flights of Fortaleza winter blends. We gave one away. Stephanie was a big winner last week for that. We gave away a sample of a Blanco as well on the Hombre Cave, and SMU Uzi was the winner of that one. He's got to watch the video to see the winner and to email me to claim his sample. So we're doing all kinds of cool things there, sharing the love of tequila with everybody. So make sure, if you're not already a member, go over to the Hombre Cave and subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified. We will be going live again on Friday this week, so 7 p.m. It's always 7 p.m. Monday, Tuesdays and Fridays at 7 p.m. Our live streams. I'll be posting other content and stuff as well. What other things do you guys want us to talk about on the Hombre Cave? I mean, what kind of things do you want us to cover? Of course, we'll cover stuff that's, rare bottles and stuff like that are within the shelves. But I'm talking like other things besides tequila. We have cigars. We can do the Lego city that I'm working on and building in the garage, in the Hombre garage. Talk about beer. We can talk about bourbon. We can talk about, all kinds of things. Even marriage and weddings and women and men and relationships. We can cover all kinds of things. Football. We got football we're talking about right now because we do have the playoffs. The divisional championships coming up this weekend. So we'll cover all kinds of things there. It's not just going to be tequila, but a lot of it's going to be tequila because, of course, I'm the Tequila Hombre, and we have to talk about some tequila stuff, and we'll get more in depth after the reviews on the Hombre channel on the Hombre Cave, where I'll spend some more time with it and stuff instead of just giving the notes and stuff on a tasting for the review. So because sometimes I'll review something and a tasting and go, wow, this is really good, and then after I spend some time with it, it changes a little bit on me, and I'm like, it's so this will give us some time where like I'll do this Agave review either today or tomorrow, spend some time with it, and then we'll talk about it on Friday on the live stream, and we'll talk about some other things too. The aging projects are a big hit. People love that stuff. So a lot of people are buying their own staves to do their own aging stuff. So if you guys do that, please share on the Hombre Cave live streams. Come in and tell us what you're aging, what stave you're using, whether you seasoned it with anything, and then how things are working out so far. We'd love to hear everybody's progress. And if you want to come on as a guest and show off your aging projects and talk about them, let me know. We'll bring you on. You can come on as a guest, put you up on the screen with me, and talk. But you can't be camera shy. We got to have your video up here if you want to do that. Otherwise, you can just chat on the online chat and do it that way, just like we normally do. So Brian says, hola from Dayton, Ohio. Wasn't up to making it last night. Watch the video. The projects are looking good. Go Bengals. Yes. Who day? Who day? Who day? Go Bengals. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good game. I think the Bengals are probably going to take it. And Dayton I used to go up to Dayton because I love the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Air Force Museum. If you guys have never been to Dayton, Ohio, and checked out the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Air Force Museum, it is incredible. I used to go up there all the time. I'm a big plane guy. I love talking about fighter planes, and I used to write to all the big fighter plane manufacturers and ask for pictures and stuff of the fighter planes. So I have F-18 pictures, F-16, F-14 Tomcats. I got all kinds of jet planes. The SR-71 Blackbird was like my favorite jet plane. It was a reconnaissance plane, capable of hitting speeds over Mach 3, where actually they tried to arm it one time and it shot bullets and then ran into its own bullets. So, I mean, it's some cool stuff like that. So I used to love going up there and checking out the planes at Wright-Patterson. So it's good. So Chris Beraldi wants to talk about no, we're not going to talk about psychedelics. We will talk about cannabis, because I do have a friend who's in the cannabis industry, and some of the stuff he does is kind of interesting. It's with fertilizers and stuff. So we'll bring him on and talk about the cannabis industry. But psychedelics, no, we don't. Hola, Al Martinez, bienvenido, welcome, glad you can make it. Ran into a bottle of Siete Leguas Añejo, pretty solid for the price. Oh, nice. Well, did you say excuse me or sorry after you ran into it? Sorry, I'm just a smart aleck. No, Siete Leguas Añejo is good. It's good stuff. It's my favorite of the Siete Leguas line. The Blanco's kind of rough for me. I don't like them that aggressive. The Repo is okay, and the Añejo for me is the best of the line. So if Mahomes can't perform at a high level, I favor the Bengals. Oh, I favor the Bengals anyways. I think their defense is just going to give Kansas City fits. I don't think they're going to be able to handle it. I think it's Joe Burrow's year this year. I think the Bengals are going to go to the Super Bowl, and they have a great chance of winning it. I think it's going to be an Eagles-Bengals Super Bowl is where I'm looking at things, because I don't think the Niners have a chance against the Eagles. So, yeah, after you drink half of, okay, good. You're like, oh, excuse me. Sorry. Siete Leguas is good, but you know what? Tequila, though, is kind of the most underrated, not really known about tequila on the market, and people just haven't really been buying them, a lot of it, but they should. There it is, right there. Right there. Absolutely incredible. This stuff's good. It's very good. Viva Mexico out of 1414. Everyone always talks about all the other 1414 stuff, but they don't talk about their house brand. This is the 1414 house brand. Viva Mexico from Vivanco and Associates. They talk about Gran Duvejo. They talk about Yayo. They talk about all these other brands, but none of them talk about Viva Mexico. Viva Mexico. This is the house brand from Vivanco's. This is their tequila. They picked the best recipe for their house brand. This is it. So if you haven't tried it from 1414, it's absolutely delicious, and it's inexpensive. Oh my God, it's so cheap. Even the Neo, it's inexpensive. It's not expensive at all. You can buy all 3 bottles, and it costs you just over $100, I think. Let me see, what was the price on that? Let me look. Hold on. Let me see. Sometimes I surprise myself how scatterbrained I can be. Let's look here. I think it's going to be like $42, $45, and $49, something like that. So they're inexpensive, but they're very good. Very good. And It's delicious. It's really good. And I'm really excited. For those of you that watched the live stream last night, I'm doing the Blanco with the French oak that's been soaked in port. And that was so good. I was like, oh my God. It turned out so good. That's going to be a really good aged spirit when it's ready. And it's so good now. I mean, I could literally pull that stave out and probably drink half that bottle today. That's how good it is. It's so good. The Carrera was really good too. All of them. So check out the live streams on the aging projects to see what kind of flavor profiles we're doing. And this stuff, I mean, I would put this up against anything, any añejos or extra añejos coming from any distillery. I would put these up against any of them. And I can bet you if I did a blind taste test with you guys, where we put a bunch of añejos together, that these would get picked the majority of the time as the preferred aged spirit. So hola Jan, how are you? Bienvenido, welcome, glad you could make it. I don't know how to say welcome in Norwegian, so otherwise I would, but I do know guten tag. Hello from San Diego. I'll have to try Viva Mexico. Thanks. Question: have you had the first generation Tres Mujeres 1953? The IRA yeah, I had. I've had it. Yeah, I have it. I think I still have it. No, I think I poured it out. It's an additive bomb. That thing is so sweet and additive filled. It's not good. So I don't know if you noticed that when you tried it. It's really sweet. So definitely it's got some vanilla and caramel flavoring in that puppy, and some vegetable glycerin for how thick and syrupy it is. But that's definitely an additive bomb. I had it. I bought it when I was in Mexico because it wasn't available in the US yet. It was a tourist thing. So I bought it, not trying it. And then when I tried it, I was like, oh, and it was sweet and syrupy. My wife likes that kind of things, but that wasn't for me. So I ended up pouring it out because I've got no room for that kind of stuff on any of my shelves. So, but if you like it, that's great. That's great, Samuel. Drink it if you like it. It's not for me. It's not for me. I don't like sweet tequila like that. If I want to drink something sweet like that, I'll, have a chocolate milk or something. But I don't want that in my tequila. I'll have ice cream. It just wasn't good. So yes, I knew. I figured SD was San Diego. Fellow San Diego. Hey, matter of fact, I'll be down in San Diego this weekend. So if any of you San Diegans want to hang out, I'll be down at Torrey Pines. I'm going to go on Saturday for the PGA Farmers Open. So if anybody else going to the Farmers Open, anybody else a golf fan, hit me up. Maybe we'll run into you or meet up while we're there at the tournament, the PGA tournament. I'm a big golf person. I love playing golf, and I missed the PGA out in the desert, out in Palm Springs last weekend, but we're going Saturday. We'll be there at Torrey Pines down in San Diego. So let me know. Viva Mexico's $38.99 on fermented still right now. Yeah, that's good. That's a good price. $38.99. Very good. Very good price. It's an amazing, very good Blanco. So easy to drink. I've got at least 2 or 3 bottles on my shelf, and I drink probably a bottle a month. That's what I thought, but they say no additives. Yeah, of course they do. They always say that. But you can't create those tastes without additives. You can't. It's impossible. Doesn't look like Viva. Yes, no, I doubt it is, because I had it imported. So you could really only get it on ferment and still right now. Although Total Wine has some because they imported it a while back, but they haven't imported it in a while. But I think you can find it in Texas. But we brought it into California, and besides Total Wine, no other places in California has it. So you can buy it. Well, you can't in Massachusetts because we don't ship to Massachusetts, and you're a retailer anyway, so you couldn't really order it. But it's really good. It's really good. So those of you in states where you can purchase off of Ferment and Still, grab some. It's really good, and you can't beat the price. You really can't. So those of you chasing Fortaleza, forget it. Buy this instead. It's really good. It's 14.14. I mean, come on. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, it's great, or Grand Duvejo is great, or Don Lobo's great, or Juan Lobo or whatever, or Los Dos. But this is the master juice. This Viva Mexico is their distillery's brand. It's their baby. So it's good. It's really good. So try it, and it's inexpensive. You guys can have a really good tequila that you can drink on a regular basis and not have to spend a lot of money. And the nice thing is too, is if you want to drop a stave in a bottle, hey, it's $30. It's $30. It's not that much. And you can make a really nice, look at that. That's a week with the stave in it. Just a week. Look at that. French oak that's been soaked in port, and it's delicious. For the tasting notes, check out the live stream on the Hombre Cave. We're gonna have an Hombre Cave party on Friday, you guys. It's gonna go off. It's gonna be crazy. So if you're not already subscribed to the Hombre Cave, get over there and subscribe, because we'll talk about everything and anything on there, and we go crazy. I'm gonna be drinking on Friday. It's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. We're gonna have fun. I can't do that at noon on a Wednesday, so it's not going to happen here, but we'll talk tequila and stuff here. So some other things happening. The Montagave reviews coming up today or tomorrow. I've got another one coming in that is a friend's brand. It's Cardenas Legacy is on its way in, so I'll be reviewing that and talking about that brand. I'm kind of excited about that. You know what happened too? I got a message from El Tesoro saying that they love me, they love what I do, and they're going to be sending me a special gift. So that's supposed to be coming either today or tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this gift is. They said it's super awesome, and I'll be super excited about it. So I'm hoping it's some really cool El Tesoro swag. That would be cool. But I'll post about it with a what's going on in the Hombre Cave update, a video update on the channel when I do. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you subscribe and check that out. So what is that? So many awesome tequilas aren't available in the state for whatever. Yeah, it's because the state people don't want to register for the liquor controlled states like that. It is a pain in the butt. They make you jump through hoops and stuff, and people are just like, forget it. We'll go bring it into other states. I mean, it's easier and sell it someplace else. So Massachusetts is a state-controlled liquor state, so it makes things a little rough. But hey, guys, give me a like while you're sitting here watching. Click the thumbs up button. Give me a like for the information I'm sharing. I got 2 likes and 16 people on here. Come on, give me a like. Click the thumbs up button for me spending my time with you guys today. Everyone forgets. It's like it doesn't cost you anything. Click that like button. Speaking of El Tesoro, have you had the 80th anniversary? And how does it compare to the 85th? I have had the 80th anniversary. I like the 85th better. The 70th was my favorite before. I've had the 70th, the 75th, the 80th, and now the 85th. The 70th, I still have a bottle on the shelf over here. It's unopened, so I need to open that up sometime soon here and crack that. But I like that. It's right on par with the 85th for me. The 85th and the 70th are the 2 best anniversary editions they've done, I believe. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, I've tried the 80th, and it was okay. It wasn't as good as some of the previous versions of it. I also have another brand that's supposed to be sent to me too. I'm waiting for it to come in. Once it does, I'll let you guys know about it. They messaged me and said they were going to send some two other brands. So I have two other brands that messaged me and said they wanted to send stuff for review. But I'm waiting for them to come in, so we'll see. I should be getting. I just got some FedEx packages that were notified that it should be coming in by the end of this week. So I'm hoping that that's some of them. So we'll have some new brands to tell you guys about. I had the Vago TBAC, very good expression. Really enjoyed it. I tried the Mejia Extraña as well. Very good value. Absolutely, yes. I'm glad you agree. You can't beat it. You can't find another Extrañejo that's that good for anywhere near that price with the Mejia Extraña. It is amazing. Amazing. That's one of the reasons why we got it, and we got it for the price that we did. If that Extrañejo was being made today, it would easily be like 160 to 190 bucks. It's that good. And the TBAC Vago, really great. Really great. It's really great too for those that are coming from tequila that aren't used to mezcal, where it's not smoky at all. It's just got beautiful fruit flavors and stuff to it. It's wonderful. If you like the Vago, the TBAC Vago, try the TBAC La Luna Ancestral. Absolutely amazing. And it's hard to believe that it was made with Weber Blue Agave, but it was. So really good. What port wine did you? I don't remember. I've got it down on the shelf downstairs. I can find out. It was a port that I bought at Bevmo here. It's a tawny port. So, but I don't remember which one. Reason I was asking is they have the 80th at a bar in Naples, and I didn't know if it was worth spending the money on to try. I wouldn't spend the money. Not at a bar. You could buy a bottle for what they'll charge you at a bar. I think the bottles sell for like $2.99 or something like that. You can still find them around. But I wouldn't spend the money at a bar to try it. It's not that good. I was kind of disappointed in it. It didn't have as big a fanfare as the 85th and the 70th did. It was kind of just a fizzle. But the Booker's, I think, makes a big difference with the 85th. It really adds an interesting element to the flavor profile. It's like the Widow Jane with the Widow Jane Ocho. That one was really good too. I have several bottles of that now because I liked it so much when I first tried it that I grabbed some more. So that one's really good. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to crack that today and have it with a good stogie later. Enjoy that while I work on some of the Lego stuff out in the garage today. But yeah, it was I wouldn't spend the money at a bar on it. Okie dokie. Have you had Azuñia Black? I was thinking of using that with a French oak stave. Blanco, Azuñia Blanco. Yeah, Azuñia Blanco's good. It's good. You know what's a really good Azuñia Blanco though? If you guys are out looking at like an old dusty liquor stores and stuff, let me show you something. Hold on. All right. So one thing to look for, which is good, if you can find them. This is an old Azuñia Blanco bottle. Okay. Let me block my face because otherwise it wants to focus on my face and not this bottle. So this is what it looked like. It's got an etched agave on it, right? So let me see if I can show you guys what this looks like. Here we go. All right, look. So it was made to really go on a lighted pedestal. You can't. Can you see how it kind of lights up with the? Yeah, see. So it lights up really cool when it's on a lit like bar light thing. You can see how it's kind of lit up there. If I turn all the lights off here, it'll look better. But so what happened with Azunia, and it was kind of cool, is that they changed their production techniques when they switched from this bottle. So with this bottle, they were pulling it off the still. I forgot what the exact thing. They changed the cuts on the still, and what happened was this original Blanco has a nice edge to it. It has a nice peppery heat to it that I love. It's great. So I bought, like, I've got several bottles of this stuff stashed aside. I use it for aging projects and stuff. It's great for aging, but it's also a nice sipper when you want something that's got a little bit of a bite for it. Okay. So what they did is they changed how they take it off the still and at what percentage, and they were thinking it was going to add a little more bite to it, but it did the exact opposite, where it made it a lot more mellow. And so the newer Azunia isn't like this one. So if you can find these bottles and want a special treat, compare this one side to side with the newer ones, and see the difference in what the production thing did with the Blanco. The difference is kind of cool. And so these are great bottles too. They have a Repo and a Añejo and stuff. The Repo, I think, is yellow and their Añejo is orange. But if you can find these, I bought a bunch of them. When I bought a bunch of them, they were being blown out for like $19.99 a bottle. So I bought like 12 bottles or something. I bought everything that was on the liquor store shelves here that I could find. But you still might be able to find them in some of the liquor stores that have, all the dusty shelves that nobody goes and visits and stuff. So, hey Jake, who dey think gonna beat them Bengals? You love the Widow Jane. You wish you bought more. Yeah, I love it too. When I first tried it, I was like, oh, this is good. And so I bought some before it sold out. So, oh, don't worry about typos. That's where you've been looking. So many small liquor stores that have amazing products that they don't really. Yep, exactly. Exactly. And a lot of times too, if you guys don't know this, a lot of times, if you see a bottle you like an old bottle that you want, that you're hunting, and it's been dusty and sitting on the shelves, a lot of times you can go up to them and say, hey, I saw you have this bottle here. I'm interested in trying it, but this price is kind of crazy on it. Can you do, and just come up with a lower price? And sometimes they'll go, yeah, just to get it off the shelf. So I've gotten stuff for like $10. I'm like, yeah, this is $30. That's kind of crazy. This thing looks like it's been sitting here for years. Can you do $10? And they'll go, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, okay, cool. And then you just buy it. Sometimes they just want to get it off their shelves. They've been looking at it for 10 years. It's just been sitting there, and they're like, so they think they have some suckers like, okay, I'll take it for $10. Yes. Hola. Hooday. Go Bengals. Hooday. People are like, they're like,
I thought you were a Cowboys fan. What are you doing rooting for the Bengals?
It's like, well, I grew up in Cincinnati. I grew up watching the Bengals at Riverfront Stadium before they tore it down. I grew up watching Ken Anderson and Chris Collinsworth, Anthony Munoz, a bunch of those guys. I grew up living with them around me. I used to live in just outside of Blue Ash in Evendale, Ohio, and then before that, I lived in Springdale. I went to a high school called Princeton High School in Sharonville, Ohio. Our number one rival for football was Muller of Ohio High School. We always went back and forth for the state championships. So I grew up in Ohio. The first 14 years of my life, pretty much spent it there in Ohio. So I'm a big Bengals fan, but I've always been a Cowboys fan too. And because I used to watch the Cowboys on TV from when I was really young, and so I fell in love with the Cowboys. But then, the Bengals were the local team, so we always went to watch games. And so that's how I was a Bengals fan. So the Cowboys are my number one team. The Bengals are my number two team. And if the Cowboys and Bengals ever make it to the Super Bowl and play each other, that would be like the ultimate thing for me, because it's a no-lose situation, because either team, I'd be very happy with them winning. So, all right, California says, do you have any suggestions how to preserve the taste of your tequila after you open a bottle? Other than keeping the bottle in a cool area away from direct sunlight, how long does that tequila last? It'll last years and years and years and years and years. But I don't recommend just letting it sit on the shelf and lasting for years and years and years. Drink it. If you like it, drink it. Visit it. Visit it often. But this room, sealed off. There's no sunlight allowed in this room at all. It's completely blacked out. I do have my LED lights for video stuff and the lights on the cabinet, but and it maintains about a 74 degree temperature in here, just with the air conditioning and stuff. Some summer it gets a little bit hotter because I'm here in Riverside. It gets 100 degrees outside, so it might get as high as like 78, 79. But I have fans and stuff in here, so, and I have never had any problems with any tequilas going bad or issues with them not lasting. And some of these bottles have been on the shelf unsealed or anything for 10 years. So I wouldn't worry about it. Some of these, I have a bottle up here that's that I'll show you guys. It's one of my rarest bottles. I'll show you on the Hombre Cave, but it's 30 years old. Yeah, it's like 30 years old. 30. About 30 years old. So and it's still good. I'm sure it's still great. So I wouldn't worry about stuff going bad. Have you been to Old Town in San Diego? I live 30 minutes north of there and make the trip every now and then to find some. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that store. I don't like it. It's okay, but it's not great for hunting. It's just a liquor store with tequila. It's not that great. There's other stores that are much better than High Time, like High Times Wine Cellars here up in Costa Mesa. Amazing. I would rather buy from them any day over Old Town. Same with Ramirez Liquor up in Los Angeles. Amazing selection. Much better than Old Town. Old Town just has the hype, but they're not. I don't like them. I've been there several times though. I never really end up leaving with stuff. I always buy more stuff at High Time Wine Cellars over here in Costa Mesa. Sorry about the Cowboys. Fan of E. Elliott from Ohio State. Yes, Ezekiel Elliott. Ohio State. Yeah. So you must have been really happy last week with Bosa from Ohio State. It wasn't Joey Bosa. That was his brother. His brother played for Ohio State too. So Bosa from Ohio State and Ezekiel Elliott from Ohio State, both playing on the field there. From The Ohio State University in Columbus, Ohio. Go 49ers. Yeah, well, you're gonna have a tough road to hoe getting past the Eagles, so it's gonna be rough. We'll talk about that on Friday. It would be cool to see the 30-year-old bottle. We'll do that for you guys on the Hombre Cave. You're coming up here. Not this Friday, but next week. I'll show it to you guys next week, and then we'll pull it out and actually taste it and drink it. All right, Hombre and others, have a great day. I have to go catch up with y'all later on. Yeah, make sure you come on the Hombre Cave on Friday night. Hopefully you can make it. We'll see you then, Brian. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. How do you convince people to try tequila? Because many people I know have bad memories of tequila. Great show. Thank you. I just tell them, look, it's not the same stuff that you got sick on in college. It's different. And if you like bourbon and you like, a good liquor, then this is something you're gonna fall in love with. Give it a try. Get rid of the memories that you have of doing shots of the nasty stuff they used to send up here before the good stuff started being sent up here, and let's try some good stuff. And a lot of times they're like, oh yeah, that's good too. Yeah, the Tequila Ranch is good too. Yeah, the ranch, it's called the something ranch. They're good. They have a good selection of stuff too. I like them better than Old Town as well. Hey, Wooter Thies. I don't know how to pronounce that, but greetings from Belgium. Hey, nice to have Belgium in the house. You like from Antwerp, or what part of Belgium? Belgium's got the good chocolate and good Trappist beers. Love Belgium. My parents are in Tequila, Mexico right now. Any recommendations outside of Fortaleza to visit? In Tequila, yeah. Make sure you stop by El Tequileño. It's right next door to Fortaleza. That's good. Arete's right behind there, so they can see Fortaleza, El Tequileño, and Arete all within walking distance of each other. Literally walking across the street. They're so close. So those three are good. And then go down to the main square and do the La Rojena tour with Cuervo. It's good. The tour's great. Very informative. They have all kinds of videos and stuff you can do and tastings, and you get to try stuff right off the still, which is pretty nasty, but you can get an idea of what it's ordered. They let you taste Ordinario, which this stuff was really bad because it came off the column still, where the diffuser and stuff is. But then you also get to try the Familia, Reserva de Familia out of a barrel, which is the good stuff. It doesn't have the additives and stuff in it. And if they buy the La Rojena edition, which is in a blue box while they're there, don't buy the regular box. Ask if you can get the La Rojena edition. That's the one that doesn't have additives. The regular boxes like you find at Costco and stuff, they're using additives and stuff in their tequila from the main distillery now. I even had a guy there admit it. He admitted, yeah, they use additives and stuff, and it's diffused. The stuff you buy for $99 from Costco. But it's a cool tour. We did it when we were there. It's we didn't go too crazy on the ticket prices. We went for one of the lower price points and stuff, and just had fun. It was cool. We gave our tour guide a hard time. He was he was getting frustrated with us. But it's funny though, because once we got into, when you do that, you go into like a little conference room, tasting room thing where they do the tasting, and you're kind of more secluded and by yourself. And when we did that, he opened up, because he ends up being more of an aficionado of good tequila and not the stuff that Cuervo does, but he just likes the money that he makes doing the Cuervo tour. But he opened up about some things, and we talked about stuff, and it ends up that he we know somebody that his uncle, his uncle, because of he does work for other tequila companies, and I knew who he was, so that was kind of cool. So that's an interesting tour. So the La Rojena tour, I know people go Cuervo, but this is the old distillery. The diffuser's at the one down the road from there. And if you want to see which one has a diffuser, if you look up at the top, you'll see a big stack that goes up and it has a crow on it, and that's where you know that that's the Cuervo diffuser. And then that stack that you see, it hides their column still that they use after the stuff's diffused. Yes, near Antwerp. Nice to know you know of our beer. Oh yeah, I learned to drink tequila when I was in Campeche in Merida. Oh nice. Yeah, I'm really familiar with Belgium. My uncle was actually Belgian. He played soccer professionally in Belgium, and so I know. I've never been there, but I know enough about it, and I've had a lot of the Trappist beers because I was a big home brewer, beer brewer, and so I knew we really loved some of the stuff the Trappists did, the monks did at the Trappists. And the chocolate there is amazing too. They have great Belgian chocolates, the best in the world. So do you experience blending añejos and blancos or still strength? Do I have experience with blending them? I don't really blend them. I mean, unless something's really bad. I don't really blend blancos and añejos because then you're just making a joven. The only one that I've ever blended because it was really good was I blended the 42A Fortaleza with the Fortaleza still strength because it really allowed that 42A to open up with the extra añejo and stuff in it. So I called that the Hombre joven. It was good. I did a 1-to-1 mix on it, but that's the only time I'll mix an añejo with an extra añejo, unless something's not good or tastes like it's over oaked. But I don't come across too much stuff like that. So I just normally drink the stuff as it is from the distillery, or I do my own and age my own stuff and drink it that way too. So I've had experience just doing my own stuff, but I've never done it like, professionally, because you can't blend it at the distillery, otherwise it's a joven. So you have to just do it when you drink it. But they blend barrels of añejos together and stuff there. They'll blend barrels of reposado together, and they can blend barrels of reposado and añejo together, and añejo and extra añejo, stuff like that. But they have to call it something lower. You can't call it, if you blend añejos and extra añejos together, it has to be an añejo. It can't be an extra añejo. That's why when David Suro did it, he called them reposados. It's this is a 10th anniversary reposado, and it was añejos and extra añejos blended together. He called it a reposado. So. Well, we did that. We created that joven, but it wasn't blending an añejo with a blanco. It was dealing with a blanco that was really funky, that we added a repo and extra añejo to it. Or we blended it with regular blanco and repo and extra añejo. Yeah, we created that first batch. I helped them create the first batch of a joven, which I thought was by far the best batch that they did. So, well, thank you, C-Spill. Yes, click the like button, you guys. Give me a like for sitting here sharing my information stuff with you, sharing my knowledge. Hola, I'm disappointed the majority of tequilas in Mexico were 31 to 35% ABV. I prefer the 40 plus ABV here. Yeah, they do that for tax reasons and because they can get more yield, so they can produce a lot more bottles that way. And people in Mexico, the Mexican people, they don't buy expensive tequila. They don't. They like the inexpensive stuff. So, like, give me an example. There's only 50 bottles of this. Only 50 bottles. This is special stuff right here. This is the Viva Mexico Extra Añejo, 5-year Extra Añejo. Just sitting there on the shelf when I went in to buy it. I was like, whoa. And they released it like a year and a half ago or something. They released it a while ago. It did not sell out because it's like $200 or something. And they don't want to spend that kind of money on a tequila there. It's the U.S. The U.S. spends all that money. That's why U.S. is #1 market. The stuff they like in Mexico is inexpensive. That's why the San Matias Gran Reserva is a mixto there. They like it cheap. And it's very extremely affordable, easy to buy. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and they can get just hammered on it, and it tastes good. That's the way it is in Mexico. And Mexico, it's not about drinking fine tequila. They don't know, a whole lot about tequila, even though they live in Mexico, unless they're, working at the distilleries and stuff. They'll drink Jose Cuervo Tradicional because their father drank it and their grandfather drank it. Same with like Don Julio. Their grandfather drank it and then father drank it, so they drink it, even though it's gotten to the point where it doesn't taste good anymore. It doesn't matter. They'll do shots of it because their family's been drinking it for a couple of generations. That's the way they are. They're like that. Well, the people that are, just like here in the U.S., the people that are more educated are not drinking that stuff. The ones that are in the industry or the ones that are learning, they like the finer stuff. They know what the good stuff is. Majority of people there don't like good tequila. They don't know about it. They just don't. Had some Tres Generaciones La Colonial Reposado yesterday. Pretty good. What's your take? I don't like Tres Generaciones, so I won't buy anything Salsa. So sorry, I can't give you a take on it. I don't buy any Salsa products. I picked up 2 bottles of Fortaleza 46 alcohol volume Blanco per your advice. Great stuff. I got El Tesoro also, Blanco and Añejo. Appreciate the channel advice. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad it worked out for you. Glad you like it. Now try Viva Mexico. That's the next one you need to pick up. Viva Mexico Blanco, Repo, and Añejo. Grab those. Grab the Carrera Blanco. The Carrera Blanco is life-changing. It really is. If you've never had a really good Blanco before, the Carrera Blanco is the one to get. Buy it off of Ferment and Still because we have the correct lote. Otherwise, you can end up buying an older lote, which is not the same stuff. They reformulated it. I helped them. They're using the Tequila Hombre flavor profile, and it turned out amazing. It's easily a benchmark for what a Blanco should taste like. I keep talking about this, but so pick some of that up. You can order it on Ferment and Still. Same with the Viva Mexico. Amazing stuff. It's life-changing. It really is. It will change your life. It's already changed a lot of people's perception of Blanco tequila. I had my daughter's boyfriend's dad was a tequila drinker. He drank Patron. So I gave him a bottle. He's like, oh, wow, that stuff you gave me, Carrera, is really good. I'm like, yep. It's really good. No, La Bodega doesn't carry it, but you can ask him to buy it. If you ask Mike or Nasser, just say, hey, can you order some Carrera Blanco? Tell them it's with Pacific Edge Distribution. They'll buy it. They'll buy it for you. Mike or Nasser, tell them the Hombre recommended it to you. They'll buy it for you. Or you can just order off Ferment and Still and not deal with their markup and get it for cheaper. But if you ask Nasser or Mike, they'll order it for you, and just tell them Tequila Hombre recommended it, and it's distributed here locally. They can buy it for you. Easy breezy. If they have questions about where they need to get our stuff, you can just tell them call the Hombre. They have my number. I get on there. I talk to those guys all the time. So what do you think is the most accessible tequila? I want to let friends taste good tequila. I wouldn't know about what's accessible in Belgium. You know what? You know what's good though. I know it's in England. It might be in Belgium too. Look for Ocho, Tequila Ocho. I know they're in the UK, so they're probably in Belgium too. But look and see if you have Ocho there. If you do, grab it. Grab Ocho. It's got a big 8 on the bottle in Europe. It's a different looking bottle. But that's a great tequila. You'd love that if you can find it there. I think it should be there though. Appreciate it. I told Sam you sent me for Fortaleza and he sold me 2 bottles instead of only 1. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, Nasser and Mike are they're brothers that own it, and they're really nice people. Oh, Ocho's in your store. Okay, good. Yeah, grab the Ocho. That's great. It's a great tequila. It's really good. You'll love it. Your friends will love it too. Something you guys can enjoy together. Really good quality tequila. Oh. Excuse my allergies. Santa Ana winds have been kicking up here and supposed to kick up again tonight. It's going to be crazy windy today. Will you do a review of 11 Bricks? Yes, I will. It's not due here in the United States until June. So, it probably will be around then unless I have a trip to Mexico where I'll pick a bottle up when I'm there. But it's not due in the U.S. until June. So, because David Suro has no plans of importing it yet. So, but when it's here, I'll review it. I've reviewed everything the Cascaween's brought in so far. It's going to be hard pressed to beat the Carrera Blanco, really. Carrera Blanco set a new bar. Yep. It's going to keep going up. Buy a different Extra Neo. You don't have to drink tears. Try the Mejia. The Mejia Estrania. $76. I'd drink that all day over Tears of Llorona. I don't get any agave in Tears. It's all liquor. It's all scotch, sherry, and brandy notes. I don't get any agave. I'll drink the Mejia Estrania over that for $76.99 or whatever all day long. That's a great Extra Neo. Or I'll do my own. Make my own. Age my own, which is fantastic. They all turn out great. I got a Tapatio Excelencia Extra Neo, very good. Friend brought it from Mexico, $175, but it's worth it. Absolutely worth it. Tapatio, I'll take over Tears of Llorona any day. Any day. Tapatio Excelencia was my number 1 Extra Neo for a long time until the Diablito Rojo came out. I love the Diablito Rojo. It's so good. It's too expensive for a lot of you, but it's very good. It's really meant as a connoisseur's tequila. It's some special stuff. That's my number 1 Extra Neo right now. I love it. Robert says, my 2 cents on Ocho Blanco, guys. 3 women finished my bottle over the weekend because they loved it. Mark, your recommendations maybe buy it. 4 bottles in the last month. There you go. There you go. Robert's wife has been very happy. And so is her friends. It's good stuff. You can't go wrong with Ocho. Have you tried Maestro Doble Diamante? Yeah, I have. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's a mainstream, somebody who doesn't know a good tequila tastes like tequila. It's not good. Anything Maestro Doble. I did a review. You can see I did one with the purple bottles too. I forget what the stuff's called, but it's all painted bottle and stuff. It's on the channel. It had wood pieces floating in it, and it tasted so bad. Maestro Doble, you will not find Maestro Doble on any of my shelves. It's not good. It's not good at all. They use diffused juice in it, and it's from the diffuser. It's just not a good quality. It's a mass-produced stuff that's kind of meant for you to shoot it, do shots. And then, the Diamantes of Cristalino, it's just not good. Additives in it and stuff. Yeah, it's not. You will not find any Maestro Doble on my shelves here in the Hombre Cave. It's not a good brand. Once you start drinking the good stuff, I mean, if you like it, drink it. No one's going to judge you for it. If you enjoy it, then great, keep drinking it. But once you start drinking the natural good stuff and realizing that what the flavor profiles are like, you can't go back and drink it. It's like it just doesn't taste right anymore. It just doesn't sit good. Oh, then you want to open? Yeah, it was a gift, but I take your advice, re-gift it. Yeah, re-gift it, but be very appreciative because it was a thoughtful gift. But I wouldn't drink it. I've had people that know I'm the Tequila Hombre, and I've had people buy me bottles and give me bottles of stuff that's just like utter total crap, right? But they're like, here you go. Oh, thank you so much. That was so nice of you. That's awesome. Thank you. And then I look at the bottle. I'm like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's very thoughtful. Thank you. And they're like, oh, yeah. And then, they'll check in occasionally. Go, hey, what'd you think of the tequila? Yeah, thanks. That was a great gift. Thank you. And you don't want people to think you're not appreciative. I appreciate the thought, and it was a great gift, but I'm not putting that stuff in my mouth. Let me see. I have a Calle 23 Añejo as my first Añejo. Good. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Calle 20 Beta Trace at all. Calle Beta Trace is good stuff. The whole brand's solid. So yeah, it's good. Your look says enough. Yeah, it's Have you had Siempre Valles Ancestral Blanc? Yes, I have. Yeah, I have. Your favorite extra is the single barrel Raysol. Yeah, the single barrel Raysol is good stuff. They don't have it anymore though. What they did is there's some barrels out there that were rejects that they're selling cheap now for people, but it's nothing I would ever buy a bottle from. But our barrels that we did for the collective were amazing. They turned out great. But I'll take the Diablito Rojo over the Raysol. Those Cabernet barrels really did something to that. It's just such a beautiful flavor profile. But the Raysol's good. You can see my Raysol bottles here. I got 10 year and I got the regular right here. And I have another 10 year sitting right here. And I have another 3 10-year bottles down here. So I do love the Raysol. But I'll take the Diablito Rojo over that. If someone says, okay, you get 2 pours, you have 1 pour. You either have the Diablito Rojo or the 10-year Raysol. Which would you rather have? And I'll take the Rojo. Brought a bottle of Mejia Estrania Extra Añejo from Ferment Distill just to try it and enjoyed it. Oh, good. It's great for that price. Stock up on it. If you like it, stock up on it, because once inventory's gone, it's done. We bought all the inventory. That's it. They're not bringing it into the U.S. anymore. They're not even making it anymore, I don't think. We have all of it. So once it's gone, it's done. It's finished. So I stock up on it. I got like 12 bottles here. So I will always have some. But don't just let it sit, because then once it's gone and everyone's like, when are you going to get more Estrania? And I'm going to go, we're not, because it's not available anymore. Same thing happened with Siembra. What is it? Not Siembra. Sangre. Not Pura Sangre. God, what was the name of that? I'm drawing a blank on the name. But I found some really good Sangre Alteña. We bought like all the inventory they had because it's so good. It was such good stuff. It was sitting in a warehouse. This distributor wasn't paying much attention to it. So we bought all their inventory and literally sold through it. And then people are still to this day going, "You're not getting any more Sangre Alteña?" It's like, no, sorry. It was $35, $35.99, $39.99 for the Añejo. And it was amazing Añejo. It was a great tequila line across the board. Once people tried it and stuff, they were buying it 2 cases at a time to stock up. So there's some people that still have good inventory at their homes that are enjoying it, but everyone else that missed out keep coming back and saying, "Oh, I should have bought more." I'm like, yeah, I told you guys once it was done, it's done. But you didn't listen. And so if you like the Mejia Estrania, $76.99 is an amazing price. Stock up on it. So let me see. Do you know if Fortaleza is still hand blowing their bottles? Also, have you tried the Lote 62, 63 Añejo? I heard those Lotes were for newly charred barrels. As far as I know, they still hand blow in their bottles. They do use both hand blown and machine together, but as far as I know, they're still hand blowing their bottles. No, I haven't tried the 62 or 63. I don't drink a lot of Fortaleza. I prefer other brands instead. So I don't get caught up in the Fortaleza hype. So I have an Añejo still. Which one is my Añejo? Let me see. I have an Añejo from this is a 61. Who wants it? You guys want it? Is there another spirit specialty store to find some more tequilas like Carrera stuff, local Riverside area, or do I got to head into Orange County area? Any spots recommended? Ferment and Still, man. Just buy it off of Ferment and Still. Bite the bullet. Fermentandstill.com. Just order it. It comes next day pretty much. I don't go to any stores anymore. I order everything off of Ferment and Still. And it ships really fast. You get it super fast. It comes like overnight. Then you don't have to drive in Orange County and waste gas because you're going to spend more on gas than you will on the shipping. So just order it off Ferment and Still. Do yourself a favor. Save the gas money. I have the collective. Okay, good. Yeah, the collective edition's amazing, right? It's good. Yes. You'll take it. Oh, you're talking about the Fortaleza bottle? It's nothing. It's really, there's other things that are better. Everyone goes crazy over Fortaleza. Oh my God, I just found a bottle and it was $180, but I had to buy it because everybody has to have Fortaleza. We got to sell Fortaleza. I got to post it all over Reddit and Instagram so people can go, wow, you got a bottle of Fortaleza. Yeah. Help me, Lord, help me. Yep, but free. And no one said anything about free. Oh, you'll pay a price. I don't sell tequila. I don't sell bottles. I give stuff away, but I'm not giving away this bottle because I'll pour it for a bunch of people when they come over. Someone's like, "Oh, I've never tried Fortaleza." It's like, here. Here's from Fortaleza, and here's some stuff I like better. They can do a taste test for themselves. It's Fortaleza. It's hype. It's hype. I'll take G4 over Fortaleza any day of the week. Same with El Tesoro. Any day of the week. I'll take Viva Mexico Añejo any day of the week over Fortaleza. Even Cascaween. I'll take Cascaween Añejo. It's right back here. See the orange right there? Cascaween. Very good. 123. The Trace 123 Organic. Amazing stuff. Easy to find. I'll take that over Fortaleza any day. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And have a great day there in Belgium. We're glad you can make it. All right, you guys, it's 1 o'clock. It's time for me to head out. Thank you for tuning in to this Q&A. Hopefully you guys, if you're not already subscribed, go subscribe to the Hombre Cave. We'll have some more discussions on things on Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you guys can check it out. Oh, Marvin the Martian. That wasn't Marvin the Martian. Marvin the Martian's, I've come to take an Earthling to Mars. That's Marvin the Martian. Hello, Rabbit. I've come to take an Earthling to Mars. Do you like Lalo? Yeah, I love Lalo. He's great. He's a really nice guy. And his tequila's good too. Newsflash, Fortaleza stock they don't have stock. That's the problem. Their stock's been at zero. You check any place, there's no stock. I'll start a petition to get Massachusetts to allow shipping. There's so many amazing tequilas out there I want to try, but Massachusetts doesn't allow so many. Yep. They want to keep it so their internal place can make all the money. So yeah, have a good day to you too, Lambden. And we'll see you on Friday, hopefully on the Hombre Cave. You guys, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. And it's too short to try to chase Fortaleza. So, and until next time, try some of the other recommendations that I've made and let me know what you think. All right. All right, guys. Have a happy Wednesday. Salute. Bye.